So, somehow we've made it to day 29, with no help from our risky plans and the huge hordes. But if you haven't seen any of that, the playlist down below. But previously, we organised our messy base a little, tried leveling some skills, attempted the warehouse run again and failed, pushed the limits of my PC and burned a whole load of Zeds in the process, found a mace and broke down a ton of walls, crashed my PC, looted the fire station, built a little garage, found a generator, and finally, had a successful loot run, stacking up on food and snacks. And we're all caught up. But continuing on day 29, we spent the end of the day finally realising we could dismantle the whole canteen. And damn, this leveled our carpentry fast. And also gave us a good supply of planks and nails, and a quick trip to the kitchen storage to collect a wooden crate which we place down back at base, then tear down some more furniture that we don't really need. And as it's getting pretty late, we get Rick some sleep and wake up on day 30 and begin the day looking at what we can build with the more builds mod, until we get interrupted by a hostile survivor trying to get into our base. And after an awkward run around, we have to put them down. And have a little check around just to make sure there isn't any more. And when the coast is clear, we think it's best to build a door, so next time we'll hear them coming. And with base improvements on the mind, we go and grab a water dispenser from the other room and place it in the cell block. Then decide to organise the base a little, starting with all the food we got from the loot run the other day. And started planning out the base structure, knocking down some more walls so we can build a few loot rooms. And of course, some zombies have to be the loudest thing ever. So after wiping them out, it's getting late, so we go to read the next volume of the carpentry skill book and get some sleep, heading into day 31. We start by heading over to the kitchens, try and grab some more crates, and place them back in our new loot room, and starting the long process of organising all the rubbish we got around the base. Continue with the food, starting stockpiling guns, and of course, more bloody zombies at the windows. And after violently taking them out, we have to stop this from happening. We grab a local filing cabinet and block off some of the main doors, to hopefully stop them wandering in more. And as we're already here, we decide to spend the rest of the day breaking down most of the furniture around the entrance area, and grab some more filing cabinets and block the doors, and barricade the windows. And going back to base, having a little bite to eat, and getting some sleep, and waking up on day 32, feeling a little safer, continuing where we got interrupted yesterday, and then noticing we have a visitor. Hey, Survivor Nicholas. And well, as it's a little lonely around here, we decide to ask him to join us, and he accepts. Hey, Nicholas. And with Nick now on guard duty, we can continue our organising. And after a couple hours of organising, we decide to continue our carpentry levelling and our plank collection. But on return to the base, we see another survivor, Matthew, and Nicholas nowhere to be seen. We pull out a gun to investigate, and as I arrive, Matthew's being chased by another survivor. Whoa! And before I can even react, it seems like Nick's got this handled. Whoa! Damn, Nick. And with that, we let Matt join us too. And as we're right next to another water dispenser, we grab that whilst we're here. Spend the rest of the night taking apart some furniture around the base. And we take a good night's sleep, taking us into day 33. Where we decide, after a few days safely at home at base, we're going to head out, aiming for some sort of industrial loot. So we're going to Rosewood, maybe looting garages or the mechanic workshop, if we can even get there. So starting by unloading the car, on the floor again, and heading out, stopping at the gated community from a few days ago. And after seeing the amount of Zeds, we think maybe not the best plan, but still we had to kill a few of them that we had led over. And we try and get around the gated community, and instantly bad idea too. So we double back, and we aim for the workshop. But after a little risky driving, the workshop doesn't look that bad. And obviously, we have to kill a few that we brung over in the car. But nothing Rick can't handle. And finally, we get to loot the workshop, finding a few goodies, but in the last cabinet, we find the Holy Grail, the propane torch. the last place I checked. Wow. But even with a propane torch, the loot from the workshop wasn't that great. So we decided to try and head out of Rosewood, down the highway, to a potential warehouse. But it didn't take that long to realise the main roads wasn't going to be possible. We didn't want another incident like the van from a couple of weeks ago. So we quickly turned around. Luckily we got out of there. We decided to drive home with the reward of the propane torch being enough. And instantly, we try and put our new metalworking tools to use, picking up our welding mask and crafting a metal pipe, with the goal to make a metal pipe silencer. But of course, our skill wasn't high enough, so we travel back to the kitchens to do some leveling, taking apart anything we can find. Hey. And doing the same in the laundry room, until it's too dark, so we head back to base and get a good night's sleep. And waking up on day 34, we can finally make the metal pipe silencer. Then taking the rest of the morning, running over to the prison armory to grab any supplies we didn't grab initially, and bringing them back to base, and we finally try and put our new silencer on one of our guns. And of course, our luck, it doesn't fit on any of them. If anyone knows why, please let me know. And after a lot of annoying fiddling, we managed to get the original silencer we've had all along on one of the pistols. So that'll do. And to be honest, it's probably better than the metal pipe one. And now we finally got a silenced gun, we had to check what creepy zombies were making noise through the walls this whole time. And again, a few zombies have made it through the front entrance. But good to test out our silencer. And after the front seemed clear, it seems time to head back to base for some sleep. Waking up super early on day 35, we start the day by just waiting around the base. But remember, with the propane torch, we can secure the front of the prison better. So we grab a few metal sheets, and again, when we get there, more Zeds. So time for another cleanup. And we wired up 2 of the broken windows, but there's more zombies in the side room. So we take them out too. And with the sun finally coming up, we plan to head out to Rosewood again, and give another shot of getting into the gated community. And on arrival, the population looks like it's spread it out again. So we put the new pistol to work to see if we can thin out the hurdle. And it is working, but more and more keep coming, so we have to resort to melee. But not long until there seems to be too many to handle, so we give him the slip and run through the woods. We let Rick catch his breath, and when he's ready, we take another crack at it, going back in with melee and taking out a horde next to the burnt down courthouse. And after so much work, and only having 2 splitting acts to show for it, we decide to call it quits for now, and head back to base. Think about a plan on how to clear out the town, and if you see a survivor outside the prison fighting off some zombies, we'll leave them for now. And when back at base, we take our frustrations out on our old pickup truck, and try and train a little mechanic skill whilst we're at it, but realise we're missing a lug wrench, so we can't do that much anyways. Then, funny enough, the survivor from outside makes it in, and as she seems cool, we decide to let her join too. Then we spend the rest of the evening prepping up for the day ahead, and finally time to get some sleep, waking up a little later on day 36. With the obvious plan to go back into Rosewood and set it ablaze, we set off. Until we realise it's raining, and not being 100% sure if this messes everything up, we decide to postpone the idea for today. But we decide to put the rain to use by building some rain collectors. So we gather the supplies and go to jump onto the roof. And after a few too many attempts, and a little sit down, we finally get up there. There we go, we're on the roof. Build a rain collector above our cell, so we can plummet in afterwards. Then a little graceful jump off the roof. Right, yeah, that hurt. And go to grab a shower from the prison showers. And place it in our cell. And of course, I can't plummet in. So we end up breaking that one. I'm going to grab a sink instead. And that doesn't work either. Just as I think about abandoning this, I realise something. I put the shower and the sink in the wrong place. Okay, let's not talk about it. But for the rest of the day, just to pass the time, we go on a carpentry leveling spree, disassembling everything we can find. Until I literally can't see, so we stumble back to base in the dark and get some sleep, waking up on day 37, and decide to build ourselves a bin, so we can get rid of some of this rubbish we got around. Spend a little bit of time collecting all our rubbish up and destroying it, and then continuing yesterday's leveling spree, going from cell to cell, clearing out the rubbish and dismantling everything. Then we get bored, so continue out into the prison, and grab this little weapon locker whilst we're here, until some Zeds finally grace us with some action. Then a little dismantling, mixed with some Zed killing, and eventually back to base for a wash on our new sink, and straight to bed. I'm waking up on day 38 to a little ruckus. Some more raiders were breaking in and fighting our group. We swiftly put down one of them, and luckily the new group member Heather had taken out the other. Then another appears out of nowhere, so we take her out too. And we decide to get some more carpentry work done, so we disassemble the whole library. Then we go on another rampage, walking around the prison, just destroying anything we can. And again, working really late into the night, I can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, that's better. Then back to base for a very late night, taking us into day 39, where with our new carpentry skill, we built these nice military crates, so we can further organise our base. And then it begins, the long day of organising, where we scour through all our loot we've collected, where we build more crates for weapons and crafting, and a little one for medical. And after a very long, tedious day, we get to go to bed, and wake up on day 40, and start again, but upstairs this time. And after a couple hours, the base is fully organised, with a couple final touches. And with that done, we go to the prison entrance to see what work can be done there. And what would you know, a hostile survivor. Oh, maniac. And some Zeds. Thank God, a little excitement after a few quiet days. Just what Rick needs. We're back to base, and as we've been building up our base, we can't stop there. We begin putting down some new flooring, collecting some wood in between from all the stuff we've destroyed, and with the floor coming along, we start to get an early night. And waking up very early on day 41, where we spend the start of the day literally doing nothing, until it's light enough. Then we went to grab some more wood, and finish off the garage floor. And then spend the rest of the day in bed, reading, and getting some sleep. And waking up on day 42, where we are very bored of staying at home. So with the rain still coming down, we can't go with burning down the Rosewood plan, but we can try another plan. And we failed multiple times, the warehouse run. And I know, I'm an idiot for trying it again, but I can't help myself. So we try the long way round again. Same way as we lost the van. And this time, even with the massive hordes, we make it through, and wave our little van as we go by. And when we're close, we park up, make our way on foot to the warehouses, clearing this little military camp area. And finally, we've made it to the warehouses. We take out the Zeds outside, and make our way in. Looting the first box, and it's all food. Of course it is. And to double check, we look in the other warehouse too. They're all the same. What makes it even worse is they're all rotten too. With the unbelievable disappointment I felt, we head home. But of course, the road we came down is swarming with zombies, so we try to take the scenic route back across the fields. But we couldn't have guessed with how many zombies are waiting for us. Right, we dumped the car here. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and leave a like to help with the algorithm. Let me know what you think in the comments.